like that, so let's be crazy. The contact, impact, I want that daily. Our breath getting deeper, deeper lately. I like that, baby, 'cause I can't get enough. Yeah, I can't get enough. Yeah, I can't get enough of your love. Give me some more of it. I can't get enough. Yeah, 'cause I can't get enough.
Dice que no le es suficiente, está mal de la mente. Cuando está solita que entre, música para ponerla en ambiente, yeah. Ella quiere que como aquella vez, le busco todo. Todo lo que se pone bonito se le ve. Empezamos a pie y ahora andamos en el jet. Vamos a calentar, baby, tú. No se quiere olvidar, lo quiere recordar, baby.
'Cause I can't get enough.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't get enough.
Latino gang.
Yeah, I can't get enough of your love. Give me some more of it. I can't get enough. Yeah, 'cause I can't crazy. I like that, you like that, so let's be crazy. The contact, impact, I want that daily. Our breath getting deeper, deeper lately. I like that, baby. Yeah. Ooh, no one's gotta know. We can keep it low key. I'll be fine alone, long as you're alone with me.
Tell 'em.
So incredible, unforgettable on me. 'Cause I can't get enough.
Benny Blanco,
Yeah, I can't get enough.
Chesapeake man, Selena.
Yeah, I can't get enough of your love. Give me some more of it. I can't get enough. Yeah, 'cause I can't get.
Yeah,
What's your
he's killing
favorite?
me.
What's your favorite attribute that they have of you in the game?
Probably my speed.
Yeah.
I think that'd be the main thing, yeah. Speed for sure. Nah, AD's too good on here. You gotta set me up. I feel like you did. Yeah, Tobias is way quicker than this.
Ooh, pump fake.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA. It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Tonight, it'll be the Golden State Warriors going up against the Oklahoma City Thunder. Looking at the Thunder, their first time playing these guys this season. A year ago, going 1-2. They'd like to improve on that this go-around. And we'll see Steph Curry. At this point in his career, can you guys say that he's the greatest shooter you've ever seen?
I would say he's the greatest shooter in the modern era. The way the game is played today allows you to have better shot opportunities, more opportunities, and more freedom. So yes, in this era, he's the greatest shooter, without question.
Often a bad shot for everyone else is a great shot for him. His nickname is Pistol Pete Mahmoud Jackson.
You know what I like to say about Steph Curry?
I do know.
He makes it look
Effortless.
And getting mentally prepared to compete. You see the focus. You feel the energy. These guys are ready to go. A view of I-40 in Chesapeake Energy Arena, taken from the Skydance Bridge in Oklahoma City. That's our setting tonight. Welcome to this Sunday afternoon edition of the NBA here on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan alongside Greg Anthony, Steve Smith, and David Aldridge is joining us from the sideline. Hey, Dave.
Well, the Oklahoma City Thunder has moved up the rankings defensively year after year. Coach Billy Donovan said, "I've said it all along. We've got to be a team that hangs our hat on defense. And with their size and athleticism, there's no reason they can't be the best defense in the league." Kevin?
And they bring that physicality. Thank you, David. While we get a break, let's take a look at the October standings out west. We'll take a look at the Warriors, lurking in the basement of the conference for the time being. They're not pleased with their performance so far this season. And checking out Oklahoma City, sitting directly below them, just one spot down.
And I think for Oklahoma City, they haven't gotten anywhere near where they wanted to be this season. Pretty clear there's a big talent gap between them and the true contenders.
And we've all thought this. They're just a middle-of-the-road team. The last thing anyone in the NBA wants to be.
Now Golden State's starting five. Green down low with Looney. Curry and Russell are the backcourt set. And it's Robinson in at the 3 spot. And for the Thunder, Gallinari and Adams, the combo out front. Gilgeous-Alexander out there with Paul. And it's Ferguson in at the small forward position. Fantastic backcourts facing off tonight in this one, Smitty. Let me ask you, do you think this is a guard-centric league right now?
Kevin, it is. And no matter how tall you are and what position, pretty much 90% of the guys now can dribble, they can pass, they can shoot. We have guys that are 7-footers that we're calling guards. And so I think right now this is a guard-oriented league.
Here's Russell. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
An active competitor, Russell won't go down without a fight, especially around the rim.
Now the pass to Ferguson. Gallinari surveying the D. Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Clock at 6. Oklahoma City needs to get off a shot. Adams' shot is off. And it's the Warriors' ball. Green kicks to Russell. Shoots over Gilgeous-Alexander. And Russell gets it to go on the assist by Green.
That's Draymond staying alert, recognizing the defense breakdown.
Over to the wing. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Off target from outside. It's Russell with the drive. Score it. His third straight basket in 3 tries.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Wow, that's a defensive breakdown. Can't do that against good scores.
Good on the 3-point shot.
A underrated shooter. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander hit 40% from range at Kentucky.
And it's Russell missing.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
Called, no one around him. And a great assist by Gilgeous-Alexander as that one goes in.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Curry. From down in the low post, it goes.
They have really found a rhythm here early. 4 for 5 to start this game.
Paul with the buckets.
And the thing about Paul, despite his listed size, he's comfortable operating inside.
Here's Curry, and they cash in right away with the quick shot. Curry's got his second basket.
Good way to start this game. You want to get him rolling as early as possible.
And we know once he gets in the rhythm, he's a really tough guy to stop.
So it's the Thunder now. Ferguson, the pass to Adams. Here's Ferguson. Shot clock at 5, and the ball out of play. The Warriors will inbound.
Looking now at some numbers for Curry. He's coming off an excellent season. Averaged about 27 points a game last season, 5 assists and 5 rebounds. Backup point guard, always an important position, and he fills that role beautifully.
Without a good floor conductor coming off the bench, your offense can quickly grow stagnant. He solves that problem well. Terrific play. This is why you run your offense through him and live with the results.
Ball finds Adams. The shot, no good.
And what should have been a simple pass and finish ends up in a missed opportunity on that alley-oop attempt.
It started off looking good, but the timing was just a little off, and sometimes that's all it takes.
Here's Paul after D'Angelo Russell's bucket. And he can't bank that one in. Guys, we've seen some excellent offensive output.
Yeah, great momentum for them offensively. This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
Now here's Paul. He's definitely not pleased how he played against Washington. Connects from three-point range.
That's a beautiful play call. Gallinari's dangerous off the catch because it allows him to get his shot in rhythm.
Curry, good.
In case anyone was wondering, this is what it looks like when you're in the zone. He hasn't missed one all quarter.
Over to the left wing. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander, and he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. The drive by Russell. Count that one.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
And D'Angelo Russell was expected to be targeted this past summer. Ends up as a sign and trade to the Warriors. Was going to leave Brooklyn after the Durant signing no matter what. Should be an interesting fit.
What's up?
And Russell at 6'5", able to play at the point guard or the shooting guard. Greg, when you look at his game, what's his best position?
Probably the one. I mean, we're seeing a trend towards bigger point guards at the same time that 4s and 5s are trending smaller. Everybody wants that switchability on defense. I'll tell you what, I'm not sure these guys can keep this up.
Yeah, both teams in the zone early. Stops have been almost impossible to come by.
Somebody came to play tonight. 6 out of his first 7.
Gallinari, they get it again. Here's Adams, and he lays it straight in.
Hustle points count just like any others. That's a great play.
Here's Curry. Oh, yes, he did. 5 up and 5 down for him so far.
How about 5 straight made from the field to start?
Down low. And Adams kicks to Gallinari. Count it. Gallinari's got 5 now.
And no knock on the defense. That's Gallinari imposing his will inside.
Good on the shot.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Inside. And a great assist by Paul as that one goes in. 7 points for Gallinari. Warriors leading by 6. The baseline J. And another basket for Golden State.
A developing shot maker. I'm a fan of Russell's unwavering commitment to his craft.
And first timer of the game called for Oklahoma City. Defeated by the Wizards in their last game, they'll try to put that one behind them.
I'll tell you, they played hard, they drew fouls, but they could not convert at the line.
You know what happens? You start to miss a few. You develop a lack of confidence, and suddenly it becomes contagious.
And let's take a look at Danilo Gallinari's numbers. Great showing for him last season. 4th in free throw percentage, and he also shot his way into the top 5 in percentage from long range. Just a knockdown shooter.
And yeah, he was money from the charity stripe. Only a handful of players shot a better percentage last season. Tremendous asset. And now Russell pushing it up. No one back to stop him. Drops in the breakaway layup. Russell's got 19 points.
Defensively, giving up far too many open rhythm looks.
Passes it to Gallinari. And there's the 3-second call, this one on the defense. And for the Thunder, a lot of the assistant coaches leaving this past summer. Greg, how much of a concern is that for head coach Billy Donovan?
Possibly a sign that Donovan could be on the hot seat in OKC. I mean, 3 consecutive first-round exits. Donovan on the final year of his deal. The clock is definitely ticking.
And no good on the technicals, so unable to pick that one up. And, Smitty, one thing I like about Gallinari, he's doing more things on the court as he ages.
I totally agree. He used to be out there only to shoot, but that hasn't been the case for a while now. Still scores, but his rebounding has improved, and he's done a good job of driving and drawing fouls.
And that pick takes the D totally out of the equation.
Hey, if you're not going to fight over, you're essentially giving the shooter the look he wants.
Wow, unconscious has he been this quarter. They're riding that hot hand.
Pass to Ferguson. There's the 3. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. Last game matched up with the Clippers. A tough loss there.
Yeah, in that one, the shot selection wasn't terrible, but they had to tighten it up. That did not happen.
They never really got into a rhythm, despite trying a few different things. Sometimes it's just not your night.
They get it back. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. And it's 6 points for Steven Adams.
In this period, they're feeding him, and he's feeling it.
Here's Russell. Whistle blows. Bucket is good, and he'll have a chance at the line to make it a 3-point play.
Boy, that was quick. Already out to a double-digit lead.
This has been a beatdown right here, possibly over before it began.
Catching up on the changes for Oklahoma City. Mike Muscala is checked in for Gallinari. Diallo comes in for Terrence Ferguson. And Dennis Schroeder subbed in for Chris Paul. Free throw good, Russell. Steve, the number of timeouts and even fouls have dropped in recent years. Do you think that's brought a better flow to the game?
Yeah, I think so. I know we have so much stoppage in our game, especially when they go to the referee's review. If we could do something about that, but I love that they've dropped the number of timeouts to keep the flow of the game. That's what most fans want to see, just the flow of the game continue.
And the jump shot has been a dimension of this game where they've had a clear advantage.
Here's the lob to the hoop. A slam dunk by Diallo.
And Schroeder entrusted to run this offense, making the right call.
Warriors leading by 12. And out of bounds as the Thunder gain possession. This is the list of last season's top shooters from the charity stripe. These guys were practically automatic. Second, Stephen Curry. Gallinari, 4th.
And how about the work both of them put in from the foul line? Just such a consistent, dependable performance from both.
Now here's Diallo. Schroeder passes to Adams. Poked loose. Here's Russell. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in. 26 points for D'Angelo Russell. Gilgeous-Alexander surveying the D. Schroeder outside. And Adams kicks it over to Schroeder. And it's Gilgeous-Alexander in the corner. Gets the jumper from the corner to fall. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 5.
And Schroeder becoming a more consistent floor general out there.
And the Warriors decide to take their first time out here.
And you look at the way Steven Adams has developed his offense the last few years. It's been a huge boost for this team. He has always been a great defender, but now he is an important cog on this team in terms of scoring.
Warriors leading by 12. And with Adams in his offense, you forget how young he is.
And big men, sometimes they just take a little longer to find their path in the NBA. And Adams has certainly found his. I remember him being it mostly to screen and rebound when he was a rookie, but look how far his game has come.
And that's a special play coming from the one spot.
You know, his passing can take a backseat for that dunk. Wow.
It just shows you the versatility. This guy can do a lot of different things for you. Woo-wee!
And Steph Curry with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Here's Schroeder. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Muscala finds Schroeder.
Stephen Curry with the hustle play on the defensive end. Great contest of the shot also.
And already they've staked out a noticeable advantage in terms of aggression and controlling the backcourt. And, you know, you see it every day, but it still doesn't make it any less impressive. The amount of skill that Steph Curry has on the floor, the shooting, the passing, the agility, he has it all.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
Free throw good, Curry. You could argue Curry is one of the most skilled players of all time.
The shooting alone puts him in the conversation, and very few can match up to just that. Guys like LeBron and Wilt dominate with their size and athleticism, but Curry is an all-time great because of his once-in-a-lifetime skill.
Stephen Curry hits them both. And you know what, Smitty? If you track his movement, you can see how active Steph Curry is when trying to get open.
As a guard, it's so impressive to see how Curry moves and relocates to get a shot off. He works harder than everyone else in the league to free up that extra time and that daylight that he needs to get a shot up.
And that's a foul called on Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. That's foul number 2 for him. And Oklahoma City making a change here. Gallinari's checked in. Here's Curry. There he goes again. That's his 9th straight basket. He's a perfect 9 for 9.
And they have owned the paint so far, and the score reflects it.
I'll tell you, this was their strategy coming in. They obviously identified a weakness there inside.
Nobody near Schroeder misses the 3.
It's so hard to keep the defense honest when you miss wide open looks like that.
Got that bucket in no time at all. And that's 23 points for Steph Curry.
Yeah, we're seeing some fireworks from them already.
They established the pace. They made shots. This is why they're way out in front.
Now, here is Gallinari. He had an 18-point outing in the last game against Washington. Here's Poole. They get it back. Chris gets the bucket.
A team's rebounding is a great measure of its energy, and theirs has been terrific here in the first quarter.
Now a timeout called by Oklahoma City. They're getting their first look of the season at the Warriors in this one.
Yeah, 2 conference rivals. I mean, they'll play each other a total of 4 times this season.
So you know each game they play will hold a lot of importance to both teams.
We gon' pull up in the Cullen and Endeavor G. I keep a ticket on me, ain't nothing to me. I'm Dre down in Givenchy. I just put blue guts in the Rari. Only intersection, I'm sorry. Bust down, watch the shit by Ferrari. I spent 100,000 on my necklace,
And checking out the numbers for Schroeder. How he did last season. Put up about 15 points per, 4 assists and 3 rebounds. He's been making the right decisions and letting the game come to him. Solid play all around.
He's not trying to take over necessarily. He's just taking what the defense allows and contributing to the cause.
And it's the Warriors on the break. Oh!
Yes! Yes!
And once Chris gets the position he wants, he is throwing it down with a vengeance.
We've got 1:18 left to play in the first quarter. Schroeder kicks to Muscala. Here's Diallo. And nothing is falling for him right now. And it's the Warriors with the ball. Here's Poole. And the Warriors tack on 2 more.
And they're getting points. They're getting stops. And this is how they'd like to play all the time.
Yes, when it's going good, it feels easy. These are the nights you relish, but they're tough to replicate.
Omari Spellman has come in for Curry.
Omari Spellman.
And so here is Oklahoma City.
Golden State foul call. That's his first personal foul.
Here's Schroeder. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet.
I can't believe he hasn't hit a shot all period. Someone else needs to step up and help close the gap.
I'll tell you, it's one thing to do this at home, another to do it in a hostile environment.
They built up this huge lead with great play at both ends. They're going to love watching film tomorrow.
Out to the right wing for the 3. No good. And Golden State will go the other way with it. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
Young, rangy big man. Chris possesses a nice skill set, and I think the potential to be a terrific player in our league.
The Warriors shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game.
And as a team, excellent a season ago, about 80% when they got to the line.
And he makes the first. And so he makes both from the line.
Yeah, drawing fouls and making them pay at the line.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Yeah, he's kicking himself. No defenders to be found in that mid-range area.
Look out! Here he comes!
That was amazing, and look at the elevation.
And guys, that's not as easy as he made it look. You've got to have some skills to pull that off.
Well, he's got plenty of those, that's for sure.
Gallinari, very unselfish, draws a lot of defensive attention, which often leads to open teammates.
Really, the defense is helpless to stop a layup right there. Just too much of an advantage in terms of the mismatch.
And so it's the Golden State Warriors out there all by themselves with a 32-point lead to end the quarter. The scoring has been tremendous, and they are shooting lights out with very high accuracy. And we'll be back with you shortly. So much talent on this Warriors team. Draymond Green talks about how it all meshes together.
The way I judge, whether we can play together or not is on the defensive end. I never really judge on the offensive end. It's about picking each other up on the defensive end and all being on the string.
Greg, defense is Draymond's specialty, no question about it.
And it all starts on that end. The Warriors feel like if they take care of business at that end, the offense will take care of itself.
And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And for the Warriors, this has been the game they wanted to have.
Throughout that first, they just were aggressive on the defensive end, showing active hands.
And they took advantage of some careless ball handling, some careless passing. You have to be more careful around these guys.
And a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. Taking a look at the Thunder, you've got Diallo. He's out there with Dennis Schroeder. Mike Muscala out there with Gallinari. And it's Baisley in at the 4 spot. Count that one. Poole's got 6.
And that bucket adds to what has been a big difference in points in the paint between the two teams.
Here's Diallo. The shot's good on the assist by Schroeder. Schroeder's got 4 assists in the game. And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, for the last 5 years, the Golden State Warriors have been the colossus that stood over the NBA. And there were thoughts that most teams were not willing to do things to be competitive, knowing that they could not beat the Splash Brothers, Draymond Green, and then Kevin Durant. But the Warriors lost to the Raptors in the finals last year, combined with the injuries to Durant and Klay Thompson, have opened things up. And for the first time in a long time, there are any number of teams in this league that believe it's their time.
Probably so. The West is strengthened, there's no doubt, D.A. Interesting matchups coming up for sure. Thank you. Chris gets the bucket.
And such focus on these difficult finishes. Chris showing tremendous will, fighting through the defense.
Here's Evans. Knocks it loose. Gallinari outside. Offensive rebound.
Doing his job on the glass and doing it with force.
And Greg, it's not everybody in the league who can make those kinds of plays.
You know, this is one of his specialties, keeping plays alive, creating second chance opportunities.
That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint. And for the Warriors, 5 straight finals appearances, something that hasn't been done since Bill Russell's Celtics of the 60s.
And those 5 appearances, Greg, produced 3 titles and was close to another one. Last year's finals not ending the way they wanted. Injuries certainly played a role. We'll see if they can make it back this season.
First free throw is good. You know, Greg, for the Thunder fans, hard to see their star power dwindle, but they got a lot in return.
Yeah, but the Thunder were capped out. They hadn't made it past the first round in 3 years. And in exchange for Paul George, they got one of the richest trade packages in league history.
He's perfect from the line this time. The emphasis on freedom of movement, less grabbing and holding on the perimeter, Steve, has made some players almost impossible to defend.
Yeah, James Harden, because he likes to be physical, and how can you not guard him without being physical in return? Steph Curry, because he gets the opening shoot shots. Lillard, Kyrie, Devin Booker, Giannis, Kevin Durant for sure. It's hard to guard these guys because they're so good on the offensive end.
The shot's good from Paul.
Right there from mid-range. This is where Paul's craftiness is magnified.
To the paint. Makes it off the glass. Evans has got 8 points here in this quarter.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
And the pass to Adams. Gallinari outside. Schroeder dishes to Gallinari. Spellman with the rebound.
It's been a rough quarter for him. Can't seem to find any kind of rhythm.
Evans. Boom, he jams it straight down.
And that's a lesson for the D. Fight harder on the glass.
Reason why? Lack of focus, lack of communication, which led to second chance points.
Schroeder outside. Lets it go with the 3. And Chris Paul the bucket on the assist by Schroeder. And that's 13 points for Chris Paul. Here's Evans, and the Warriors tack on 2 more.
Man, he has been locked in this quarter, shouldering the load at the offensive end.
Pass to Paul. The feed to Gallinari. That one good for 2. Gallinari's got 9.
The eyes of Chris Paul. He's always had tremendous vision.
Here's Evans, and there are the Warriors now with another bucket.
Throughout the evening, he's gotten to his spots, and the defense has not adjusted.
Schroeder surveying the floor. Evans with it. He's picked up by Paul. And Evans throws it down.
And I think that play sort of sums up what we've seen tonight. Just simply being outplayed both sides of the ball. Smart basketball defensively, turning into easy points.
Here's Adams. It's blocked, and they get it back. Ferguson misses.
Yeah, and they've shown effort and aggression in the paint, really right from the tip. Their rebounding edge right now, massive.
Evans' shot is good.
They're doing a really good job of getting the ball inside and attacking the paint. That's an area they have completely dominated.
Ferguson for 3. Good, and Paul gets the assist. Ferguson's got his second bucket.
And if you're a teammate of Chris Paul's, you've always got to be ready to catch the pass.
Here's Looney. Again, Golden State.
And watching that defensive effort right there, you wonder how much they want this game.
They are getting buried tonight with plays like that one, allowing too much space for a good shooter.
Evans passes to Poole. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup. Poole's got 6 points in the quarter.
One sign of a great playmaker, hitting his man in stride.
Ferguson for 3. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
Yeah, those are starting to add up, guys. Of their last 5 baskets, 3 have been triples.
Here's Poole. Passes it to Spellman. Golden State moving the ball around. To the right side. Here's Schroeder, and the Thunder another 3.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
And that one is good with the extra effort on the glass.
They're consistently finding ways to get the ball inside and taking full advantage.
Gallinari banked in off the glass. Gallinari's got 11.
So much of his offense is perimeter-oriented. Good to see Gallinari attack inside.
And the turnover again by Golden State. Thunderball. Here is the 2K leaderboard with the list of last season's top 3-point shooters. Steph Curry 4th. And, of course, Gallinari.
What shooting we saw from them all season. I mean, I'd love to see these guys in a game of horse. They'd probably be draining shots from midcourt.
Pass to Ferguson. Back to Paul. Gallinari in the corner. And a great assist by Paul as that one goes in. 13 points for Gallinari.
You know, he's taking control offensively. We know Gallinari can carry the load as a primary scorer.
But they recover it. And Poole gets it to go.
And without looking at the scoreboard, you think they were the team trailing and trying to fight their way back.
Schroeder, right side. 3-pointer. The Warriors pull it in. Looking ahead to their next game, playing at New Orleans, they'll match up against the Pelicans. That will conclude their brief 2-game road trip.
The Warriors, the league's best offense the last 4 seasons straight.
2 shots.
Big reason, they're the best passing team in the league for the last 5 years. That's why they are a fun team to watch.
Shooting 2.
And the first one at the line is good. And the Warriors last season scoring an NBA record 51 points in a quarter.
You know, Kevin, they can hit you with a big run at any time. That puts a level of fear in the opposition. You lose focus for a minute, and they'll embarrass you.
And Oklahoma City making a change here. Gilgeous Alexander's checked in. That one falls, so he hits both of them. And it's Paul with the ball for Oklahoma City. Gallinari in the corner. Draymond Green with the rebound. Here's the Warriors with the ball. Back to Russell. Over Paul. The 19-footer is on the money. 28 points for D'Angelo Russell.
Cognizant of the entire court, Russell aware of where the defenders are and really does a great job creating opportunities.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. No good on the triple.
There was a mix-up defensively. Left him all alone. He just couldn't hit it.
Got that one up quick. And that's now 30 points for D'Angelo Russell.
And a lot of teams avoid the mid-range jumper, but they seem to be using it well.
Back to Paul. And the ball out of play. The Warriors will inbound. And a quick look at how the Oklahoma City Thunder's schedule is shaping up. On Monday, they'll be taking on Clint Capella and the Houston Rockets. Then on Wednesday, they'll go up against C.J. McCollum and the Portland Trailblazers. Fires from 14, and it's Russell missing.
And I was sure that was money on that one, but everyone is afforded an easy miss or two.
Yes, let's look on the bright side. You got a great look. It's a play that you might want to go back to again.
A baseline J, and he connects with the jumper. Russell's got 32 points.
And sensing the situation, Russell with the stop and pop. Nice choice.
Gilgeous-Alexander kicks to Paul. Ferguson the pass to Gallinari. Buries it from three-point range. Gallinari's got 16.
And boy, he's really in a groove. Dominant performance last game. Same thing this time out.
Here's the thing. He's a guy who will go on hot streaks for you over a number of games.
Here's Paul. He's got 13. And it's Gilgeous-Alexander in the corner. And again, Oklahoma City with the triple.
Efficient performance from him. Not the case for everyone else on his team.
Baseline J on the way, and the shot goes down. 34 points for D'Angelo Russell.
Impressive, really, from that short 17 area. They are not missing many.
Paul left side. Gallinari outside. And a great assist by Paul as that one goes in. Paul's got his 9th assist in the game now. Here's Curry, and he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. Well, we're now on the back end of what has been, Greg, an incredible career for Chris Paul. Perhaps no longer the undisputed best point guard in the game, but still a top talent.
And Chris Paul might not be the best point guard, but any team would be happy to have him. His efficiency and playmaking aren't going away anytime soon. And even though he's never been an overly athletic player, that aspect of his game still is strong as ever.
Free throw good by Curry. Steve, we're seeing teams around the league putting up a lot of three-point shots. I'm sure you would have enjoyed playing in this era so much with that green light shooting threes.
I would, Kevin. Getting a chance to shoot maybe 5 or 6 more three-point field goal attempts takes your numbers up. But I also think a lot of these teams are copycats. Everybody can't shoot the three. Work on your game and what's best for you.
In the corner, it's Diallo. He can't get that one to fall. And it's the Warriors taking it the other way. And Russell gets it to go on the assist from Green. And that's 36 points for D'Angelo Russell. There's the pass to Paul. Here's Muscala, and he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a three-point play chance here for him.
And part of the reason they're down is that they haven't been as strong in the paint here in the second.
And he'll be shooting his first free throw of the game here. Timeout called the Warriors.
Ladies and gentlemen, dance team.
a look at the stats for Green. Good season for him last year. Last year averaged 7 points a game, 7 assists and 7 rebounds. And for a reserve big man, not a big drop-off when he checks in the game.
Totally. You want your team to at least hold court when the reserves come in. He definitely keeps you solid up front.
That's good from Muscala. That'll be a 5-second call.
All right, a chance to see stats for Paul. Last season, he played outstanding. 3rd in assists, and his ability to pressure and disrupt defensively was obvious. He ranked 3rd in the league in steals.
And as you mentioned, top 3 in assists last year. He did a great job of setting the pace, finding the open man, making the simple delivery. Offline with his 3. And so it's Russell with it. He brings it up for the Warriors. Lays it up off the glass. Russell's got 38 points.
And, you know, we talk about feel and reading the situation. Russell gets an opening there and does not flinch.
And it's Gilgeous-Alexander in the corner. That shot off. Pulls up on the wing, and the Warriors tack on 2 more.
Down the stretch, this is when they need him the most, and he is delivering.
Pass to Baisley. The shot will not fall. Great D that time from Green. Russell with a wide open look. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist. 42 points for D'Angelo Russell.
Ooh, heat check after heat check. He rises to the occasion, trying to will his team to victory.
Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock.
All this means is he has to be careful. Don't want to pick up a cheapie and get sent to the bench with 3 fouls.
The Thunder have gone 3 of 4 at the free throw line tonight.
2 shots.
The first one falls.
Yeah, in this quarter, they've had the right approach, driving and drawing, initiating contact, create opportunities, get to the line.
And both free throws good from Paul.
One of the game's best free throw shooter. Chris Paul is not a guy you like to foul.
Passes to Curry. Over Paul. And good, as it just snugs right down through the net.
Another good play. This is how they've built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
The reason why they've stayed aggressive, and they have not let up this entire night. And at this point, I wouldn't expect them to.
And so it's the Golden State Warriors with a huge lead at the break. Safe to say there's no catching them today. They've had active hands and have forced a lot of turnovers in this one. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thank you, Kevin. Here with Draymond Green. Draymond, big front court on the other team. Was the game plan to make them adjust to you?
Absolutely. We know their size is what they were going to bank on. Pull them away from the rim a little bit. We were able to knock some shots down.
You look comfortable, and they did not. Thanks a lot, Draymond. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks so much, David, and we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start of the third quarter after this break.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. Good to see you back here on our halftime show. Well, actually, we can't see you, but you can see us, but you get it. Ernie Johnson, Kenny the Jet Smith, Shaquille O'Neal. You're watching the NBA on 2K Sports. So it's Golden State who's out on top at the half. They are completely in control of the game, leading by a massive amount. Kenny?
One thing we know, D'Angelo Russell can score. Crafty. He's a good touch from 3 and uses his length well from the foul line. Terrific first half.
And now Shaq, let's get your opinion on Oklahoma City.
Well, they struggle in a number of areas. Protecting the rim is really at the top of the list. They haven't made that a priority. They haven't put forth a whole lot of effort. You got to protect the rim.
And it's just about time now for the third quarter to get underway.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. It's been a clinic out there with D'Angelo Russell.
Yeah, and just look at the numbers from the first half. He has been very efficient.
And it's not like everything's been at the rim. There's been a number of jump shots along the way.
And the Warriors last season, the sixth team in NBA history, and really the first since the mid-'70s to have 5 All-Stars from the previous season.
They were a team for the ages. We knew they couldn't afford to keep them all together. That lineup stands up against any team in history.
Setting the floor for the Warriors, Curry and Russell are the backcourt set. Green down low with Looney. And it's Robinson in at the small forward. And that one drops. Green's got 4 points now in the quarter.
And just an incredible job by Draymond, keeping his eyes on the prize all the way through.
He gets a chance now to catch up with the fourth member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Oh, guys, one of the things that the NBA has been forward-thinking about is always accepting new ideas. And they've got a bunch of them on the table in recent weeks. A mid-season tournament, a postseason play-in tournament, maybe even reducing the 82-game regular season schedule. Now, all of these would be very bold moves, but Commissioner Adam Silver has always demonstrated a willingness to think outside the box. Kevin?
DA, great assessment, good report. Thank you so much. Ferguson for 3. Steph Curry with the rebound. Curry's got 4 rebounds in this game.
Under foul, Terrence Ferguson. That's his first personal foul.
Curry's open. High post try.
Even though that one didn't go down, I like the offensive game plan here. 3 for 4 coming out of the break.
Ferguson's shot is good. Ferguson's got 13.
Great job executing the offense. That pass on time and on point.
Here's Green, makes the most of the high percentage shot.
And we're seeing some great ball movement out of this group, guys.
Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Into the third we go. 2 minutes in now. Paul with the ball. 15 points in the game. Here's Green. Here's Robinson. And there's the bucket. Staying with it on the offensive glass, getting it done.
And loving the strategy. Even though you're well ahead, you want to stay in attack mode.
You want to stay aggressive, right at the rim, driving another nail into the coffin.
Adams. And they had their chances. 2 offensive rebounds, but they still come up empty. The drive by Green. It's in, and he's a very efficient 5 for 6 on the game.
Draymond's skill set is off the chain. He can shoot the ball, he's comfortable on the block, and that time he put it on the deck and made a play.
Paul kicks to Ferguson. Oklahoma City moving it around. Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He's got 10, just 4 to shoot. And Looney sends it back.
The tenacity of Looney there, swatting the shot back and showing off his defensive chops.
Dennis Schroeder's checked in for Chris Paul. And Golden State also making a change. Evans is checked in. Here's Golden State. They're on a 12-4 run right now. And it's Green missing. Oklahoma City's gone 0-2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Gilgeous-Alexander. The Warriors pull it in. Evans has got 6 rebounds here tonight. And Green gets it to go. Green's got 10 points here in the second half.
Not the tallest power forward in the league, but Draymond Green carving out space.
Here's the lob to Adams. It's tipped. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Evans. Let's use this break for a quick look at the squads that really made it happen on the fast break last season. In third, the Warriors. Fifth on the list, the Thunder.
It's all about the fast break with these two groups. I mean, they were terrific a season ago, playing at a breakneck pace.
Now Schroeder, 8 points for him. Gilgeous-Alexander, good. Here's the Warriors with the ball. They're on a 14-6 run.
And for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, his size at the point guard spot is a huge bonus for him. Allows him to switch onto most other players on defense when dealing with picks.
And the ball out of play. The Warriors will inbound.
And now a chance to take a look at the numbers for Gilgeous-Alexander. How he performed last season. Averaged about 11 points a game, 3 assists and 3 rebounds. Nothing about his numbers really jump out at you, but he'll come up with a timely play or two every game.
He understands his role. He accepts it. He's one of those guys who doesn't need the ball to be effective.
And one of the reasons they targeted Gilgeous-Alexander was because of his size.
Big guards aren't easy to find, Kevin, and they help coaches' defensive scheme. Every team looks to get a switch into a bad defensive matchup. If your PG isn't an option, the offense has to work that much harder.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Alexander. That's his third personal foul.
The Warriors have made a mistake at the line yet, 10 of 10. Omari Spellman has come in for Golden State.
One shot.
And Draymond Green does so much on the floor. It's hard to quantify by any measurement.
And people have called Draymond a product of the system before. But I don't care where he is. Draymond is going to be a major impact with his defense and playmaking.
It's Curry outside. Drills the three-pointer. Curry's got 7 points for the quarter.
It's enough to where you have to respect him. Had 1 triple in the first half, now has his second.
Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Adams. And again, Oklahoma City, no good. Here's Curry. The rebound by Steven Adams. Adams has got his 8th rebound here tonight. Kicks it out to Schroeder. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. The shot's good on the assist by Schroeder. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 14.
This is the challenge. Shai can be an all-star if he can consistently hit jump shots.
A nice shot by Gallinari. Gallinari's got 21 in the game.
That's like a horse shot. A very brave shot to go with, but he got it to go.
That's tipped and out of bounds as the Thunder gain possession.
And here's a look at stats for Adams. Last year, getting it done. 6th in shooting percentage, 16th in rebounding. And he was also among the top 20 in steals. That ability is more unique than folks realize. Very valuable defensively.
And you know, back to his tremendous efficiency shooting last season, top 10 in the league, his dead-eye shooting creates so many opportunities for that offense.
He started off solid, had 2 threes at halftime, but blank from deep since. What a turnaround for him since the half. More aggressive and more effective.
Right wing, Ferguson for 3. It falls through, making him 6 for 11 in the game.
There you go. That's the stroke we saw in the first half.
It's Curry with the drive, and he uses the glass on the layup. Curry's got 9 points now in just the second half.
I mean, Steph's elite scoring ability plus his relentless approach equals greatness.
Adams outside. And the foul on Glenn Robinson. That's his first foul. Now a timeout called by Golden State.
life on the line full of Africans when they try to play us for the goal right now. Leading all my people in the struggle on the bubble, trying to hustle past the fork in the road right now. All my ready for the call, all I gotta do is push the button and they gonna hold me down. Build an empire like Stephan, feeling like Didier, focus on the goal right now. Always had the beats on lock, now I got the flow on lock. To the top, pull Kendrick on the clock, that's a violence, I know shot, I ain't never on the block, I was just passing the rock, I was just jamming the pop, Range Rover with no top, Range Rover with no top, we my thing in, chain go bling go black.
Muscala, he's checked in for Oklahoma City. Puts it up off the inbound. Green with the block.
You know, so much of Draymond's rim protection comes from positioning, but this time he just flat out went got it.
Here's Poole, and it's Golden State with another.
Well, overall, they're the team getting the better looks here in this second half.
For them, the first half was maybe more of a filling out process. Now it's winning time.
Bucket is good. And it's Evans with the ball. He'll bring it up for Golden State. Here's Green. Down it drops through the net for his 9th bucket. He is 9 for 13 so far.
What concentration from Green there. So talented at burying shots and playing through contact.
Down low, here's Baisley. Green with the block. And Green slams it in.
A little undersized at the 4, but he can get off the ground.
Oklahoma City's gotten 1 of 6 three-pointers to drop since coming out of the locker room at halftime. And it's Gilgeous-Alexander in the corner. His three-pointer is off the mark. Gilgeous-Alexander's gotten just 2 of his 7 attempts from deep to fall here. Nice shot by Evans. Evans has got 20 points.
I like what he's doing here. Terrific efficiency scoring the basketball.
The pass to Baisley from downtown. The Warriors pull it in. Poole's got his 5th rebound in this one. The drive by Lee. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist. Green's got his 7th assist of the game with that last one. Thunder shooting at 44%, pretty reasonable. In the corner, it's Diallo. A quick shot there, and it's off target.
And I'm sure next time he sits down, Coach is going to have a few choice words for him with that shot selection.
And you know what? He knows it. You have to try to play within the system or you're going to come away with empty possessions. Great timing. That can be the difference between an assist and a turnover.
Here's Poole. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City.
Empty possession, and you don't want to miss these easy looks.
Schroeder kicks to Gilgeous-Alexander. Gets a very good look and converts. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 18 points.
That's the pass you want. Orchestrating the offense, creating for others.
Green, no luck.
Not sure if that's the shot you were looking for, but it's a fairly clean look. Almost have to take it.
Here's Diallo. The teardrop falls in. 9 points in the game so far.
And it's all about the release when you shoot the floater.
Here's Poole. The jump shot from the baseline is right on target. The Thunder shooting around 40% in the third, maybe settling for some less than ideal looks out there. Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Baisley. Great D that time from Green.
And for his offense, this has just been a brutal period.
Lee gets the bucket.
Just taking what the defense allows, and that's a shot he'll make all night.
Lee's gone 2 of 3 from the floor. Pass to Muscala. Oklahoma City moving the ball around. Gilgeous-Alexander. The shot's good on the assist by Schroeder. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 10 points now just in this quarter. Here's Lee. Rebound by Muscala.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
He goes up again, and that's 2 points on the layup. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 12 points in just the second half.
They're still behind, but not because of his efforts. He's been unbelievable this quarter.
And the basket by Pascal.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
To the middle. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. And it goes on Draymond Green. The Thunder have hit most of their free throws tonight, 5 of 6.
And one of the weaker areas for this group, only shot about 71% from the line a season ago.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he knocks down the first one. And the Thunder making a switch here. Paul's checked in. Then for the Warriors, Chris, he's checked in for Draymond Green. Alec Burks comes in for Damian Lee. And it's Russell in for Evans. And that's good as he hits both of his shots. Smooth sailing for Golden State. Here's Russell. Rebound by Muscala. Muscala's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Gilgeous-Alexander can't get it to go. And it's Russell with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Golden State Warriors. Releases from the wing and drills it. Russell's got 44.
A quick-minded player. Russell can adapt to defenses and put the ball through the hoop.
It's good.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
No good on the shot, a bit long that time. The Thunder shooting at 46%, making some buckets. Gilgeous-Alexander finds Paul. In the corner, it's Diallo. That shot off. It's Russell with the drive. Fade away. No good. And so it's the Golden State Warriors enjoying the kind of gigantic lead you almost never see. Barring a disaster, it would appear they've got this game in the bag. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here. Here now a chance to show you our assist of the game, and it's presented as always by State Farm.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
Execution. This is what you practice every day. These guys are professionals. Beautiful play.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. They've got Chris Paul batting out there with Mike Muscala. And it's Nader in at the 3, the small forward. That's the lineup in the game for Oklahoma City. Lots of room. And he buries that one, drilling the rim on the way down. Nader's got the first field goal of the fourth quarter here for the Thunder. Here's Burks. Here's Looney. And terrific work on the offensive glass, and he picks up 2.
The effort from Looney on the offensive glass, a hustle player who really wills himself out there.
Passes it to Nader. And here is Paul. Here's the 3. Chris with the rebound. Here's Looney, defended by Paul. Wasted no time on that one. Looney's got 4 points this quarter.
Soft touch from Looney. The D has to step out on him when he attempts the shot because he is more than capable of connecting from there.
Patton kicks to Paul. Smitty, for players, social media can build their brands and they can engage their fans, but there are some downsides.
Yes, it is, Kevin. I mean, it's a fantastic tool, like you said, for endorsement and bringing those fans into your home or into your life. But the downside, people can see some things they don't want to see, and also you can regret posting a lot of things.
I think, yeah, sometimes people do regret hitting that send button. So, yeah, they got to be careful. You're right. Took him no time at all on that one. Russell's got 46 points.
And that's just cold-blooded right there. He's taking no prisoners.
Expanding upon this lead, trying to close it out. He's really stepped up.
It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Pass to Burton. Puts up a three. Knocks down the three ball. Burton's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for three. Here's Russell. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Man, just adding insult to injury. He just waltzes inside and extends this lead.
A uncontested shot at the rim. You have to compete at all times.
And it's out of bounds. Oklahoma City able to retain possession here.
Great energy on the deflection and a good job disrupting their offense.
This is called an effort play. Terrific hustle at the defensive end.
Noel's checked in for Mike Muscala. Glenn Robinson, the third, is checked in for Golden State. Curry comes in for D'Angelo Russell. Warriors have gone 4 of 7 from the field since the beginning of the fourth. They get the rebound. Looney. Oh, yes, he did. 5 up and 5 down for him so far.
Terrific work inside from Looney. He continues to get more comfortable down there.
The pass to Burton. To the inside. And slam dunk by Noel.
And guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher. For Oklahoma City, they've gone 3 of 8 here in the fourth quarter. Down low. Nader's shot's good.
And really just unselfish basketball on the interior. That's the kind of pass a coach loves to see.
Shoots from 14, and there the Warriors now with another bucket.
That's a nice read. The value of keeping your eyes up.
Hey, get on Chris.
Pass to Noel. Here's Patton. Oklahoma City moving it around. Paul with the bucket.
Defending Chris. This is where it gets frustrating. He finds a way to beat you.
Timeout called the Warriors. Steve, how do you feel about the top college players getting some sort of compensation for their work?
You know, I don't know about top college players, Kevin. I think if you're going to do it, it has to be all college players because it's a team. And I think if you look at it, some of the ways I would love to see it, if those guys can get health insurance benefits, if they can get a longer time to finish their education. I love that type of compensation.
Warriors have gone 6 of 11 since the start of the fourth quarter. Here's Burks, and the Warriors tack on 2 more.
That's where Burks has shown he can be efficient shooting the ball with the catch and release.
Here's Burton. Here's Patton. A second chance effort, and the layup is up and in.
And that's a great play on the backboard for him. I mean, it's what we expect. All his second chance points do not come by accident.
Curry passes to Looney. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in. Looney's got 8 here in the quarter.
And now you can see the D having problems stopping the mid-range jumper, just not really closing out as much as they need to.
Man, he sure can get off the floor.
He one of the best in the business, absolutely. It's deflected. Here's Burton. From the line. Here's Patton. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
That's his second. Shooting 2.
Shooting 2.
And that one misses. Well, we were just talking about this, Steve, as the game of basketball always evolves. You look at the WNBA now. The quality of play there is terrific.
The talent level in the WNBA is at an all-time high. I love watching and gaining some tricks on how they play the game. And also, Kevin, athletically, there's a lot of young ladies being able to dunk the basketball now.
Absolutely amazing. You're right, Steve. Here's Spellman. The three-pointer is right on target.
The defender was pretty much helpless right there. His man had a clear height advantage, and he got the exact kind of shot he wanted.
To the middle. Here's Noel.
Oh, yes.
Oh, let's go home. That was just ridiculous.
I do not remember the last time I saw a dunk like that in a game. Curry gets the bucket.
He is starting to build up a little confidence. Hit just 1 3 in the entire first half, but he has hit 2 more since then.
Noel wide open. He fires. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. From deep. Warriors getting another chance here. And the rejection by Noel. An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg? I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
Timeout called the Warriors.
Warriors call a timeout. Look who's coming on record. It's your Thunder Girls. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up.
Here's Nader. The putback. It's good on the putback.
You know, we talk about it all the time, guys. Those second chance buckets, always the result of that extra effort.
Here's Lee. The top of the key jumper is on the mark.
And boy, did he ever sell the pump fake. Worked to absolute perfection.
Passes it to Nader. The quick look, no good that time.
And well, he's going to have some explaining to do on the sideline about why he took that shot.
Low percentage chance. If it's not there, give up the rock. Trust your teammates.
And Paul gets it to go in.
Really crisp, intelligent passing to make that basket possible.
And it's Curry with the ball, bringing it up for the Warriors. Pass to Spellman. Smailagic. He's covered by Noel. The shot's good. And players now, Steve, more able to dictate where they want to play. How has free agency changed since you came into the NBA?
I think the signing of shorter contracts, Kevin, guys with player options. And then I think also for a lot of players, they're not taking as much money, leaving money on the table because the endorsement deals off the court is making up for some of their money on the court.
The pass to Nader. Here's Burton. It's tipped. Here's Patton. Takes it into the teeth of the D and converts the layup.
Trying to slice into this deficit every time up the floor. Terrific quarter for him.
Here's Curry. Doesn't go for him. And the Thunder going the other way now. Here's Burton. The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Just in a perfect position to grab that rebound and then get the putback.
Here's Curry. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Curry's got 41.
When you think of this skinny kid that first entered the league and then now you see his biceps, Stephen Curry has been putting in work.
Paul for three, hits the three-point bomb.
Great job executing the offense. That pass on time and on point.
Smailagic. He's covered by Noel. Pass to Burks. Smailagic. He clangs that one off the back iron, and down it falls. Thunder shooting 47% from the floor, getting it done. With the floater, Spellman with the rebound. Spellman's got rebound number 8 now on the night. Steve, revenue's climbing. We're seeing some star players make $40+ million a year. Top coaches making around $10 million a year. My goodness. Do you think coaches are due for a raise, though, Steve?
You know, I think all parties involved, the numbers will keep going up, Kevin. The franchise values are going up to over $1 billion. So I think coaches will get a raise, players will get a raise, and the guys that are playing at a high level, especially for coaches, if they're winning, their numbers will go up.
Second chance shot. The Thunder pull it in. Patton's got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. Out to the right wing. Paul for three. They get it back.
That is really good work there on the offensive glass.
Golden State's gotten fewer than half of their three-pointers to go down tonight. They're 4 for 9. Curry passes to Burks. Lee outside. Out of bounds. Oklahoma City takes possession.
Thunderball.
Dennis Schroeder's checked in for Chris Paul. Evans, he's checked in for the Warriors. Oklahoma City shooting 53% from the field in the fourth quarter. Can't ask for more than that from your offense. And it's blocked. And here is Lee. Pass to Burks. And that one's good. Schroeder. And he's now got the double-double. 10 points and 11 assists. Stolen.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for the Warriors.
It was a standout performance across the board.
I mean, it was like watching a cat play with a mouse. They were able to do more or less whatever they wanted.
And it'll go down as their first official win of the new year.
And they'll take the win tonight, setting the tone in the first matchup of this 4-game season series.
And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Steph Curry.
What was impressive to me, it felt like he made an impact in so many areas. Some of the effort won't show up in the stat sheet, but I noticed it.
First free throw is good. Smitty, with players like Curry and Lillard taking such high difficulty shots from deep range. I mean, these are just amazing. Some have said that it's hurting the game and that kids will try to emulate it. What do you think about that?
You know, Kevin, I think it is to some point, and to this point where so many kids now at a younger age are shooting the three ball from so deep. I would love for a lot of these guys to be able to show the work they put in, and then those kids try to emulate that.
And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Clearly a foul.
It's his first personal foul. 2 shots in the lineup coming. Justin Patton.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
No good on that one. No good on the second free throw. Golden State's gotten fewer than half of their three-pointers to go down tonight. They're 4 for 9.
And that's one way to end up in the highlights.
You know what we call this play? A dumb play all the way around, especially at this particular time.
Now a timeout called by Golden State. They're up by 49. There's 42 seconds left in the fourth quarter.
OKC, make some noise for your Thunder Girls.
Now the presentation of our Jordan Player of the Game, Steph Curry.
And what an amazing ball game we've seen from him. It's been a one-man show worth the price of admission all by itself. There wasn't anything he couldn't do on that court tonight.
Well, to come in here facing a hostile crowd and have a game like he's had, that's what separates the good players from the great players. There's 42 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. From deep three-point range, and it's Noel with the rebound.
And he's a good shooter from outside, but not sure from that deep.
You know, we're seeing players move further and further back to create space, but that does make it a tougher shot.
Evans against Schroeder. Evans feeling it out a bit. And again, it's the Warriors missing. Schroeder outside. And it's off from three-point range. So we see the Warriors taking the game here. This crowd was stunned by the manner in which their team was dismantled.
You know what? Shocking. I don't care what the matchup is. You never expect a road team to come in and just cruise to the kind of win they did tonight.
And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Kevin, thanks a lot. Steph, what was the key that had your offense going so well tonight?
Obviously, guys have to make shots, and when we're creating and moving our bodies and the ball's moving, we're not turning it over. You know, we're tough to guard, and everybody had confidence tonight to go out there and make plays. So that's contagious, and we got to find that next game if we want to keep this going.
Obviously, the way you guys want to play, Steph. Thank you. Back to you, Kevin.
David, thank you as always. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Steve Smith, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. See you next time.